Hello and welcome back to Do It with Daisy. I'm Daisy, we've got Waffles with us here too, and we are back with another paddleboarding training tip for you and your dog.
All right, so our last step is going to be to stand up. May seem simple, and on the land, it really is. It's the easiest thing ever to just stand up when you're on land. On the water, it's already a little bit difficult. But when you've got your dog on the board with you for the first time, then it's really, really difficult. So you've got to make sure you go nice and slow. And if you feel like you're about to lose your balance, just get back down on your knees. The last thing you want is for your dog to get a scary first experience of you paddleboarding on your feet, because then it's going to be hard for them to overcome that. So we're going to go nice and slow, and we're going to take our time. And if we feel like we're losing our balance, or even like we're starting to get a little shaky and making our board really wobbly and scary for our dogs, we're just going to get back down on our knees. On my knees. All right, Waffles, skipper. Good girl. Excellent. Okay. That's far enough, sweetie. Back up. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. The most important thing is to make sure that you and your dog are both comfortable. Sit. Good girl. Now stay. So I'm gonna go nice and slow. I like to put my paddleboard across the board to keep myself steady. And then up. All right. See, now Waffles pulled forward. I haven't been on the board in almost a year, so I'm not gonna take any chances. Good girl, sit. Good girl. All right, good stay. Good stay. Good stay. I put my paddle down on the board and push down to give myself like an extra leg of balance while I'm getting her treat. Because it's important to have high value treats accessible. Good girl, good stay. Now, when you're ready, you feel comfortable shifting your weight, you feel comfortable regaining your balance, then you can go ahead and start paddling. Make sure that you don't have any nerves left though. You don't want your dog to associate nervousness or anxiety with this behavior. This is supposed to be a really relaxing activity. So we want to make sure that if we start to get nervous, we just stop and we give our dogs a treat. Something underneath me again because I don't know where I am. So I'm in a shallow area that's not super even and my fin keeps hitting stuff. And it gives me a little bit of a jolt. Sit. Good girl, lay down. All the way. Excellent, sit. Is it more comfortable? That's fine, good girl. So every time my fin hits something, it gives me a little jolt, and so I've got to make sure that I calm back down, get back to that calm state before I continue paddling with Waffles. So once we feel comfortable standing, we can practice all of our paddling. Paddle forwards, paddle backwards. Good girl, stay. Good girl. Paddle forwards again. Paddle backwards. Do all your turnies. And those are all things we want to practice really close to shore before we really start moving away. We want to make sure that we have really good balance when we're doing all of these things close to shore, because once we get further out there, if we tip our board, it's going to be a lot scarier for both you and your dog. So it's really important to make sure that we practice these before we ever leave the shore. All right, good girl, stay. Good girl. Good girl. And that's it. Once we feel really comfortable with all that, then we can go ahead and go on our first paddleboarding adventure with our dog. Make sure that you join us next week when we take you out on the big water with us, stand-up paddleboarding with our dogs for the first time. Now, if you enjoyed your time here with us, like this video, and subscribe to me so that you don't miss out on any of our dog-friendly content. We'll see you next time.